Now, I wanted to ask you before I let you go. Ryan Garcia said that he wanted to fight a tune-up fight with Maxie Hughes in before he called. Now, he's been calling out Tank forever and a day. Now, he's saying he wanted to get, which baffled me because he just fought July 16th.
I thought that would have been the fight to get him prepped for Tank.
Right.
And then they both do their things and whatnot. And Oscar been talking that they've been doing the talking and whatnot. But I said, Ron is the best to do it, to get them, what you call them, bait and click?
Right, clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait. He the best to do it. He like driving his numbers up. And I'm like, yo, you can only get so many numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's in a position. I call him the four horsemen. You got Phil Timo, you got Ron, you got Romachenko, you know what I'm saying? And I always tell them fights are going to be made, but you, like we see about the Spence and the Crawford, how long it's taken to get everybody together to do what they had to do to make them fight.
Right.
And that's what the people don't understand. It's going to happen, but can they come together and make, cross their I's, cross their T's, put the hyphens in place and all that stuff? The fight's going to happen, but again, I was listening to Bernard Hopkins saying fighters got to tell everybody what they want. No, they don't. Because they don't have the range to make everything happen. You know what I'm saying? It's their jobs. Okay, we're going to make this fight happen. The ones that are sitting at the table just got to just sit down and do what they supposed to do. Tank is willing to fight anybody. You get what I'm saying? Tank he's been raised a certain way. We don't call nobody out. We accompany men. When that contract come across the table, it's a hit. Simple as that. So whatever contract Tank get what I'm saying? The main thing I do know, Tank ain't taking no pay cut. Simple as that. He fights for the money.
Right. When you hear Oscar say Ryan is the A side, which I feel like these are all hurdles to stop the fight. You know, first he said, let's remove Al Heyman. Then he said Tank need to fight at 140. Now Ryan is the A side along with Tank. When you hear that, do you feel like it's a hurdle? I just feel like it's
well, when I heard Ron say he was going to fight at 140 when he finished fighting Fortuna, I said, wait a minute. We was campaigning at 130, 135 at first. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first sign. You know what I'm saying? Then he said, I'm either going to fight Tank or Fortuna. I mean, I'm not Fortuna, Phil.
Teofimo.
Yeah, Teofimo. So I'm like, man, I'm to a point, man, whoever wrong, I believe it when I see him in the ring.
Right. Well, how you feel about that? They said, first, Rosca said, before Virgil Ortiz fight that they was negotiating with Tank. Then he said 2 days later, well, we focus on Teofimo Lopez now because I can't get in contact with nobody from Tank's team.
Like I said, that's the same thing when he said he was fighting Pacquiao. He was doing all this stuff. He was doing the exact same thing. I just wish him the best of whatever. You get what I'm saying? I wish his team the best of whatever. You get what I'm saying? I know we got to keep moving on, and I gave my thing. It's a couple of good fights out there that we could take. Only thing I do is just wait for the heads in charge to do what they supposed to do. Let's get it in.
It seemed like Tank really want that Ryan fight, man.
No, he really do.
Point, man.
No, because you got to remember, they come to Tank's fight. This what really bothers me. Tank don't call none of them, but they always coming to Tank. You know what I'm saying? So something must be special about Tank. You know what I'm saying? That they want to be in front of Tank. But again, I'm like this. I'm old school, and I remember telling Paul when he fought Margarita.
Okay.
I said, Paul Williams. I said, Paul, and we good friends. I said, Paul, when you see Margarita, tell him you take less money to fight him, and I guarantee you got to fight. He came back and gave me a hug. World champion, life changed.
Right. Right.
I remember when Floyd said when he was coming up, it wasn't about the fights. It was about him fighting all the time.
Right.
50 and 0.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, best player in the world, wasn't making a lot of money at that time.
Yeah,
he just kept playing. Look at him. Now it's all about everybody chasing the money. There's nothing wrong with chasing the money, but at the same time, man, that luster going to burn out, and we're not going to get a chance to see them great fights that could have been great. They can go down in history.
Now, what you think would be, because Tank is already viewed as the face, especially junior welterweight on down. If he can't get Ryan Garcia, now Dev has to fight, Kambosos. What you think? Teofimo's fighting this Saturday.
Right.
Who is there that could match his star power?
Only person I really want to fight again because of my own personal reason is Pitbull Cruz.
I like
it. And the reason why I'm taking a page out of Floyd book when he fought against what's his name? And everybody was saying, Floyd lost.
Madonna twice, and then
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a real champion. That's a real champion, and it is such a haystayers up when you do stuff like that. All that, what you call it.
Yeah, you know what? last thing, right? I just think that Tank don't get enough credit for his ability to box. So when they look at the Isaac Cruz fight, because he didn't get a knockdown or a knockout, right? Or automatically he was exposed or he lost, right? Because he showed his ability to box and not just his power.
Let me explain something to you. That particular fight is personal, not because it was Cruz. We knew Cruz was going to do it, right? But a lot of things that I learned a valuable lesson from that. When it comes to Tank and Lorenzo Simpson, stop what you're doing, bump everything else, and focus on them. That's it. Simple as that. When Tank is a focused Tank, he a dangerous Tank. Simple as that.
What you expect from Lorenzo Truck Simpson Saturday?
I can't wait till him to get in the ring because they my two boys. Just to see him doing what he's doing. We got a bright future ahead of us.
That's beautiful, Coach. Beautiful. I appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.